I acted in high school, and from high school I applied to the Boston Conservatory of Music and was accepted and studied dance, drama, opera. After my studies there, I moved to New York City and studied with a very well-known teacher at the time, Sanford Meisner, and learned the method. Shortly after that, I got a chance to audition and go to San Francisco with an improv comedy group, which I did for several years, and then we brought the show down to Los Angeles. And then I switched into TV and film, and then I was offered a job to be an acting coach with a director, Joel Schumacher, whom I had worked with a number of times as an actress, and I started doing on-set coaching. And I loved it. I loved sitting with the director. I loved collaborating with them, giving them the language to speak to the actors. And that's where I made a seamless career switch. Well, it is called show business. So I think in addition to getting trained, it's really important to walk into a room with confidence. I'm writing a book now on auditioning, and every single director that I interview and casting directors say they want to see confidence. You can't get confidence just because you feel good about yourself. You really have to back it with technique, and you have to back it with a skill that comes from being in a class. You know, everybody's different. And so what happens is in being in a class, you take many more risks than you would when you're actually doing an audition. And if it's in a supportive atmosphere, which is what my classes are all about, is that you get a chance to take some risks and find out some things about yourself and push your boundaries so that you can bring it to your work. Play with characters that you didn't think you could do. Play with emotions that you didn't think you were capable of. So a class gives you that groundwork to walk into a room with confidence. One of the things that I felt as an actress is that I was intimidated by the camera. And I think that the more you work with the camera, the more you are on camera, the more confidence you have. So that's what I love about Studio 24, is that every class is taped. So not only do you get to see it played back with your peers who are supporting you, but you also get used to running a camera and seeing what it is to set up a shot. And it sort of changes that fear about what the camera is. Over time, I get to know you, and I get to know how your instrument works. And so that's what's important to me, is that every person is different. Every person responds from their own experience, from their own personal stimuli. It's different. I get to know you and see what works for you. But you do have to be disciplined. You have to come to class on time. You do have to memorize your lines. You have to be prepared. Every time you take a class, you should set specific goals for yourself. If you come in, you know, oh, just give me a scene, no. You have to be driving your car, your machine, what you want, where you want to be, and you can keep reassessing that with me and with yourself. It doesn't help you to be really hard on yourself. That's too much work. You have to let go of watching yourself and just go for your goals and seeing what happens. Surprise yourself. Be open to surprise.